Hello, everybody. It is so great to see you in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Check here, starting all the way back up at the top. Mandy is generally first, y'all. Thanks so much, Mandy, for coming in and always being first. You are so sweet to do that. The force, um, most certainly is with you, foolish mortals, if you're here. Please, if you've already come in, be sure and pop that like button for us. We'd appreciate it. Some people just saying hi in the chat. It's good to see you, Keith, as always. Welcome, welcome. Let's see, your countdown is 43 days until your 64th birthday and 200, what is that, 287 days until your February Florida trip. So good deal. Good deal. Good countdowns going there. Really, really good, 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 good. It is good to see you, Dean, as always. Y'all check out a lot of these channels that these folks that are in chat. Hang on just a second, guys. These folks that are in chat, a lot of them have channels. Keith BDF, big Disney fan. BDF stands for Big Disney Fan. Keith has a great channel. Dean the Turkey Legster has a fantastic channel. Y'all check these folks out. And Dean is growing. You know, everybody's doing a good job on YouTube and good, good Disney coverage. So be sure and check those out. Hey, Pam, welcome in. It is so good to see you. Let's see who else is in the chat. Oh, hey, Dave. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Dave, hope you've had. Hey, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. My computer is hesitating a little bit tonight. I don't know why, but at any rate, I hope everybody has had a great week. We went to the Wildflower Trails Festival, which is a festival that we've been going to for, gosh, years and years and years and years since Jeff and I moved to Texas as teenagers. It's a great little hometown festival, and we went and live streamed the parade, which was a little shorter this year than it normally is, but we live streamed the parade. And then we went and got a treat, which is a McKinney corn dog. Hughes Springs is the corn dog capital of the world, y'all. More corn dogs originate in Hughes Springs, Texas, than in any other place on the planet. Not kidding. Not kidding. That's because of McKinney corn dogs and Corn Dog 7, and you can look both of them up on the internet. Corn Dog 7 is in several states, and we love the McKinney family. Just fantastic people, really close to them. But yes, we went and got one of those great McKinney corn dogs and wandered around a little bit, the carnival and everything. So check that out. Be sure and check that out. It was just a fun day. And for anybody in Hughes Springs, I love to live stream that parade because we have some older friends who still live in Hughes Springs, and a lot of times, if you're not able to get downtown to the parade, then it's nice to be able to watch it later, and for us to be able to watch it too. So, at any rate, again, hey Pam. Okay, I think I'm caught up in the chat. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, sounds good, Tina. Sounds good. Gotta take care of those doggies and happy walking, Tina. That's happy walking. Anyway, we appreciate y'all being in so much. We had, we forgot to acknowledge last week Earth Day. Y'all, Earth Day was celebrated this past Wednesday, the 22nd. And it was also Animal Kingdom's 28th anniversary. Yes, 28th anniversary. It opened in 98. And of course, obviously, a few years ago, Animal Kingdom celebrated their 25th anniversary, which was a lot of fun. I was able to, I was there, gosh, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks after Earth Day, after the actual date. and I was still because letters there just as you go in, um, whether or not they had any pins left, and I did not expect them to. This one cast member, hey, Strawberry Field Fairy, welcome in. This one cast member said, hold on just a minute, let me go check. And so he did. He went and checked, and he came back out and had the anniversary. Gosh, I was so excited, and it was just really cool because I was not expecting to get those. I don't have them out with me. I didn't. Got to get my pen collection more organized, y'all. But at any rate, it was a ton of fun, and I absolutely love Animal Kingdom. It's a very special park, and so happy Earth Day, everybody. I hope everybody had a happy Earth Day and celebrated it in some way. A lot of people would plant a tree. I did not plant a tree. I bought a tree to go in my front yard, and I've still got to get it planted, but I did buy it on Earth Day, so I hope that I hope that counts. It's a new scarlet maple for my front yard, so I hope that counts because I bought it on Earth Day. Also, guys, I have to mention this. Have to mention it. I'm a child of the 80s, and anybody else in the chat who's also a child of the 80s is going to understand me mentioning this. March 30th is Bugs Bunny Day. So Thursday, day after tomorrow, is Bugs Bunny Day. If you grew up watching Saturday morning cartoons and watching all the Hanna-Barbera cartoons and Schoolhouse Rock and Bugs Bunny, it could be why our generation is so sarcastic. I don't could be because we grew up watching Bugs Bunny cartoons, but that is widely considered a what's up, Doc? Exactly. That is considered to be his creation date, Bugs Bunny's creation date. So I had to mention that, y'all. I absolutely love Bugs Bunny. You can still watch reruns. I think it's on like WeTV. It's you can get it on several streaming platforms, but I absolutely love it. So yep. Oh, what's up, Doc? So yeah. Absolutely. And yeah, Dave, I think we're from the same era. So so definitely getting up and watching Saturday morning cartoons was such a treat. It was I was during that time was just my childhood and growing up, and it was just really special to get up on Saturday morning and watch, you just watched cartoons. That's what you did. And they went off around, 12, 1 o'clock, and then other things started coming on. So, after that, I'd get up and, help mother in the house. But it was it's a special time. So yeah, Bugs Bunny, big part of it's interesting how things, that we watch, these shows kind of, become part of us. They really do. So most of the yep. Right, exactly, Dave. Exactly, right? Yeah, and they didn't need to be edited anyway, did they? They really did. Anyway, I did want to mention that, and Mel Blanc, the voice of Bugs Bunny, has only one speaking part in Disney. He is, as so many other people are, surprisingly, he does have a Disney credit. Do y'all know what it is? Mel Blanc, who's the voice of a lot of the Looney Tunes characters. You're right, Dave. You're 100% right. Dave got it. So who is it? Mel Blanc has a Disney connection. So Dave's got it there, right here. Carousel of Progress, Uncle Orville. Carousel of Progress. No privacy at all in this place. That is Mel Blanc's voice, and he's there twice. The first time he says it when Uncle Orville is in the tub with the fan and the big block of ice staying cool, and then the second time, of course, is in the last scene, the Christmas scene. So yeah, yeah, he's there, y'all. He's there, which is pretty cool. Um, at any rate, and Carousel Progress remains one of my favorites to this day. I absolutely love it. And yes, I know you're all going to say it's a great ride to take a nap on, which it is. But I just love it. Sometimes we doze off, but it's fantastic. Um, and of course, Friday the first, Friday the first. Does it seem to y'all like April has been a little longer month, or do you think it did a flyby? Because we're coming up on May here. It's gonna be May the 1st, and of course, May is really really special to Star Wars fans because there's so many dates in May that are anniversaries for Star Wars movies, and we're gonna look at some of those in a little bit. Um, but let's see. He calls it air cooling. Exactly, Dave. With the big ice block and the fan. He calls it air cooling, exactly. Oh my goodness. Oh, and Pittsburgh and Hutmobiles. It sure does. Yeah. Isn't it great? Isn't it great, Dave? How do you guys feel about the recent announcement that they may be actually adding a Walt Disney animatronic to as probably like an introductory thing. How do y'all feel about that? That they might add a Walt animatronic to Carousel of Progress. You know, it's at Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, and so when you go in, it rotates the shows. You either get Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln and the Abe Lincoln animatronic, or you get the Walt Disney animatronic. Now, I think they didn't get Walt's face completely like really good, and so they made some changes to it. I don't know what it looks like. I haven't seen anybody live stream it recently, but a lot of people really didn't like what they did with the animatronic's face to start off. So they redid it, but I like the idea. I like the idea of them putting the Walt animatronic in Carousel of Progress. I think if they're going to put it anywhere, that's a good place to put it. And y'all, I am going to have to plug in. I'm sorry. I knew I forgot something. I'll be right back. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. I've got to go plug in. Hang on. It is absolutely live TV, y'all. Or live streaming. That's why they call it live streaming. Okay. Sorry about that. I just my computer said it was going into power saving mode, and I realized I had not plugged in. Um, it is. It is totally alive. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes. UPS power supply. Well, my problem is, Keith, I moved my computer around. Y'all know I'm in different rooms a lot. I just move my computer around a lot. So yeah, it is live TV. Um, at any rate, where were we? Uh, oh, William will be in just a few minutes. He will be here pretty soon. He's just, wrapping up some other obligations, and he'll be in probably in a little bit. But May 1st, again, is May Day slash Lay Day, if you will. And, our great ghost host and dear friend, Elena K808, is from Hawaii. She lives on the island of Oahu. And so she is always good to share Lay Day with us. They do such a beautiful job with Lay Day on the island. But yes, thank you, Dave. The Walt animatronic. What do y'all think about that? Thumbs up, thumbs down. What do you think about that Walt animatronic? I like the idea, and I think this will be, since they're not recreating the wheel, they've already created him for Walt Disney World. Maybe they'll do an even better job with him for Carousel Progress. I don't know how long it's going to take them to get that done, but we'll see. Okay, Keith, good to see you. As always, thanks for popping in. We appreciate you. Okay, so we'll see. If y'all remind me when William gets in here, we'll ask him what he thinks about that Walt animatronic in Carousel Progress. Let's go ahead while we're waiting on him and do a little bit of this day in Disney history. All the way back to 1758, James Monroe. Speaking of presidents, the 5th United States president is born in Westmoreland County, Virginia, the last president who was a founding father of the United States. His administration was marked by many accomplishments, including the acquisition of Florida in 1819. Visit Monroe and all the U.S. chief executives at Walt Disney World's The Hall of Presidents. So, yeah, Hall of Presidents, very, very special and unique attraction in Walt Disney World. I absolutely love it. 1938, happy birthday, happy 88th birthday to actress Madge Sinclair. She was born Madge Dorita Walters in Kingston, Jamaica. She voiced the character of Sarabi, Mufasa's wife and Simba's mother, in the 1994 animated feature film The Lion King. So, tip of the hat to Madge Sinclair and the beautiful job that she did with Sarabi. 1939, skipping ahead to the 19th century, the Donald Duck short The Hockey Champ, directed by Jack King, is released. Donald plays a game of hockey with his nephews. So, and this one, I included this one because William, go Stars. We're Stars fans. We love hockey. And so I threw that one in there. 1974, happy 52nd birthday to actress Penelope Cruz, who was born in Madrid, Spain. She portrayed Angelica in Disney's 2011 Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. Love all the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Totally, fans. 2006, Disney's California Food and Wine Weekends begin for the very first time at the Anaheim Park. So that's pretty. We have the Food and Wine Festival at Epcot, but Food and Wine Weekends started at Disneyland, at California. Well, not Disneyland. Disney's California Adventure. 2015, Marvel's Avengers: Age of Ultron, original motion picture soundtrack. The film score for the Marvel Studios film Avengers: Age of Ultron by Brian Tyler and Danny Elfman is released digitally by Disney's Hollywood Records. So it's good stuff there in this day in Disney history today. I was enjoyed reading those. Not just a ton, but there was some good stuff there. Let's see. Sounds like if they do it right, Right, Dean? There you go. A Waltomatronic sounds like a great idea. I do. I like it. I like the idea. I really do. I think, and since they've already done it, for Disneyland, maybe they can, get it even closer here, and then maybe go back and redo, some on the Waltomatronic at Disneyland. That Walt's family, what remains of his family, he has a granddaughter and some family left. They were not real crazy about that idea. About them doing an animatronic of Walt, but they did. So, okay, guys. We're gonna talk a little bit since May is really special to Star Wars fans. May the 4th is coming up. May the 4th be with you. So many of the Star Wars holidays, if you will, or days, Star Wars days, special days that we celebrate are all fan driven because the fan base for Star Wars is just huge. So many of oh hey Spring Blossom Fairy, welcome in, welcome in. It's good to see you. He's coming. William will be here shortly. He's just taking care of some other things before he comes in. But again, the fan base for Star Wars is there's the staying power, y'all, for this franchise has been amazing. After Disney took it over, some of the content I think suffered. I really do. I think under Kathleen Kennedy's watch, the content did suffer some, although I will have to say that the prequel, I did not dislike the prequel trilogy as much as some people did. And William, I think when he comes in, will kind of confirm that, because he pointed out to me, just like the episodes, well, technically 4, 5, and 6, but Star Wars 1977 and are my era. And I was a little girl when Star Wars first came out in 1977, and then of course Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. But William reminded me that his era is the prequels. So, and we got some great actors there, and Obi-Wan Kenobi and Liam Neeson, Obi-Wan Kenobi, y'all help me. What's the actor's name? The sequels I'm not, I agree 100%, Dean. The sequels I'm not as crazy about. The sequels are Kathleen Kennedy's era, and I'm not as crazy about them. But the original Star Wars movies and the prequels I liked. Ewan McGregor, thank you. Thank you, Dean. I love Ewan McGregor as young Obi-Wan Kenobi. Absolutely love him. So we got some good content. I think that as a franchise, it's had a lot of staying power. Even though a lot of Star Wars fans were not as happy with it, shall we say, with the prequels, and especially that Kathleen Kennedy's reign was not very good, and Kathleen Kennedy has since left that as the head of Lucasfilm, and most Star Wars fans were kind of glad to see her go, because we weren't real happy with a lot of what she did while she was kind of in charge of things. We talked about May. there are a lot of anniversaries, y'all, in May. May 1st, we talked about how many things happen on May the 1st. May the 1st is 501st Day. Again, the 501st is a fan-driven holiday. The 50 totally fan-driven, and I really hope that William comes in here pretty soon, because I would love for him to, to kind of put in on this and talk about it. Maybe we can back up a little bit when he comes in. 501st Day is a celebration of the 501st, which is a group of people, y'all, that just kind of got together, and they have a stormtrooper. They have stormtrooper outfits, and this is a legitimate thing. They have stormtrooper outfits, and you have to apply to be a member of the 501st. And you have to, like, your costume has to, be has to be a certain quality. It can't be cheap. It has to be a certain quality. And the 501st has, Facebook page and ways that they communicate with each other. And it's really pretty cool. I have a nephew who's actually a member of the 501st. And I've always thought that, let's see. Oh, what? Let's see. The StreamYard duck in the right corner. Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, it does. It does. He did. He absolutely did. He made a fantastic Christopher Robin as well. And he was also Lumiere. He was Lumiere in live action Beauty and the Beast. So yeah. Anyway, so 501st Day, the 501st is fantastic. At one point, y'all, when I think it was maybe season 2, Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau were filming one of the it might have been the finale of season 2, and for that scene they needed a lot of stormtroopers, and they realized they just didn't have them. They just didn't have them. And Dave Filoni was familiar with the 501st. Again, totally a fan-driven group. He contacted the 501st, in some capacity and said, "Hey, would y'all be willing to come and show up as extras?" Oh, hey, hon.
Hey, everybody.
I'm glad you made it because we're talking about the 501st.
Okay, cool.
Can you hear me okay?
Yep, I can hear you fine.
Good. We're talking about the 501st and how Dave Filoni, at one point, they were filming an episode of The Mandalorian and realized that they needed more stormtroopers for that big finale scene. And they contacted the 501st, and a lot of them showed up on set. And they didn't need costumes, they didn't need weapons. They really even knew kind of what to do.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. It's so super cool.
It was, and there were like Filoni and Favreau and several of the 501st members pictures with the guys, of the 501st, and it was just the coolest thing. It really was. Dean wants to be a turkey trooper. Dean, I don't know how many takers you'd have on that. I don't know. You could try it. You could try it. But anyway, we were talking about the all the holidays in May. 501st Day is May the 1st. On the 4th, of course, is May the 4th. Star Wars Day, and okay, TBB. Some of these acronyms I have to think about. TBB.
What?
The 4th, May the 4th, is Star Wars Day and TBB anniversary. I should have written them down ahead of time. Y'all help me with the acronyms. The 5th is Revenge of the 5th. We will be live next week on Revenge of the 5th. The 14th is George Lucas's birthday.
The Bad Batch.
The Bad Batch.
There you
That's
go.
it. The Bad Batch. That's it. And then the 16th is A of the C anniversary.
Attack of the Clones.
Pardon?
Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones. Attack of the Clones. The 19th is TPM and ROTS anniversary.
Yeah, it's the Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith.
There you go. There you go. You're getting them a lot faster than my brain is not. It's just not good with these acronyms. The 20th is considered to be Empire Day. The 21st is TESB anniversary.
Empire Strikes Back.
The Empire Strikes Back. 25th, A&H.
Hello, Fairy. A New
Return
Hope.
of the Jedi and Solo.
Yep. A New Hope.
A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, and Solo. I got one. And then, of course, the 27th is the Obi-Wan Kenobi series anniversary. So Star Wars loves, hitting those May days for and the 22nd. We're going to have to add the 22nd to this list because the Mandalorian Grogu is coming out.
Yeah,
it's coming out on the 22nd. Yeah, the Bad Batch. There you go, Dean.
Hey, Miss Najuma.
Yeah.
Hello, Spring Blossom Fairy.
Oh, hey, Mr. Juma. Welcome in. Welcome. So those are some of the kind of special days there in May. And I started compiling this list. I did not know that there were so many days in May. That they had that were just special to Star Wars. It's pretty cool, actually. They were just special to Star Wars fans. So it is no wonder that The Mandalorian and Grogu, which is the new movie, is coming out the 22nd of May. Yeah. So that's gonna be cool, y'all. We have just some merch here that I thought was really, really cool. Star Wars pins. We have this one is this is like kind of all three of them, kind of a picture of all three of the pins that they've released. And we have 2 Star Wars pins and a really, really special one for Mother's Day that I would absolutely love to have. Dean, anybody who's in the chat, if you guys are in the parks and you see this, I normally don't ask, but I absolutely love this pin. Pick this up for me and I will PayPal you. But here's the first. This is the special, kind of one of the special. This is a limited edition pin that they're releasing for obviously the Mandalorian and Grogu. Pretty cool. There on that one. And this one is $24.99. Y'all, they have really gone up on their pins. They have so gone up on their pins. This is a neat one though. It really is.
It's pretty cool.
So that's a Mandalorian and Grogu pin. And then we have, I love this one. This one is Grogu and the Anzellans. And so it's $21.99. It's a limited release. And this tells us the Anzellans are going to be brought back for the movie, which is really neat. That's a cute pin.
Like Bobby Frick, for those that are unfamiliar with the Anzellans, Bobby Frick is probably the most famous Anzellan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so cool though. I absolutely love it. And I wonder, now that is okay across the bottom of the pin. That is
19. That's Grogu and Arabesh.
There you go. And then it says Grogu in English on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Neat. Very neat. All right. So those 2 pins are out, and then This Mother's Day pin, y'all. Gosh, I absolutely love this. This is just so cute. It has Kevin and her baby.
That is cute.
Um, uh, is that adorable? Uh, and she's depicted by this rocky archway with pastel flowers, and she has her neck curled down to look at her trio of chicks. I love this. $21.99, and I would love to have this. Dana, if you see it, if you'll get it for me, I'll just PayPal you. But yeah, is that adorable?
It is really cute.
Oh, Mother's Day pin. I love it. Of course, Kevin and her chicks are just adorable. So
We've never met that person, Spring Blossom Fairy, but thanks for asking. But yeah, that's super cute.
Yeah, it really is. So they are going to have, so they're going to have some special things, going on in the parks. Most of what I found, y'all, most of the merch is going to be at Disneyland. Now, you think it'll make it over to Disney World? Let's see. What does this say? What is the?
I
It's
don't know.
generally a clue. If you can see what the strap.
If it says Disney Parks on the strap.
If it says Disney Parks, then it's usually going to make it around to Disneyland. So we'll look on the next one. This is a bantha zipper, which I think is adorable. Look at the price tag on that, though. Dadgum. Now you're the sipper king, William.
Yeah, so. We do love sippers and popcorn buckets.
So
that one's really neat.
Yeah, it is.
Jillian already said she wants the next one you're going to show.
Yeah. Well, the next one, we have to have this one, obviously. Yeah, this one, golly. Now the sipper, y'all, has a brown lanyard and it's shaped like a hairy bantha. So, and it has the back has a zipper spout that comes out from his saddle. So, and it makes sounds. This zipper makes sounds. Now this one is $30.25, and it is a salvage protocol droid head. So,
C-3PO looking head for those that those that may be less versed in the types of droid in Star Wars. But yeah, it looks like C-3PO's head is just obviously more weathered and. But yeah, C-3PO is a protocol droid. But yeah, it's really, really cool. I do have to say though, the popcorn at Sokka's kettle, not great.
Really?
Not great. Neither one of them. I've gotten both because at one point I had to get multiple Death Star buckets. For me and you and our friends Garrett and Casey, and and yeah, that's not great. I'm not gonna lie. I like there's like specialty popcorns out there. There's I've gotten some sort of like rainbow candied popcorn. And so each color is a different flavor. It's like they melted hard candies onto the popcorn. But I really don't. They're just not great. And maybe I just haven't gotten a good batch, but I'm just not a fan of their specialty popcorn.
Okay, well that's interesting. I had heard, I've heard that there are certain flavors that that people like.
Yeah,
and they change their flavors a good bit. But did it seem like it was because was it actually the flavor? It was maybe the popcorn had been popped for a while. It was kind of old.
Yeah, maybe it was a little stale, but I don't know that. I don't know that would have made it any better. If it had been fresher, really.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I don't know. I was trying to think. Seems like at one point I have had a flavored popcorn from Sokka's kettle.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think.
So they
Maybe
currently
it's
have
they had some kind of a chocolate flavor that kind of wants to ring a bell
there's
with me.
buttered blue grains,
Okay.
and then there's Outpost popcorn mix, which is a mix of a colorful blend of sweet and spicy flavors.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I had whenever I got the Death Star popcorn buckets, and I was not impressed.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well,
And
okay.
I mean, it's I love popcorn, so
Yeah.
it's disappointing, but also too, the popcorn buckets are not cheap. Granted, you're really in it for the bucket more so than the
Right.
popcorn, but you at
Right.
least want the popcorn to taste good. So
Right. Right.
anyway, maybe it just appeals more to other people's palates, but I
Mhm.
was not a huge fan, and usually I like specialty popcorn.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, and these are now this one. Let's see this. This popcorn bucket is $30.25. So now, and one other thing I will say while we're on this popcorn bucket, I hope that the other complaint, and this is a bigger complaint than just I didn't like the popcorn. I did not buy the salvaged. Was it a clone trooper helmet?
It was the first order
Uh,
stormtrooper.
yeah, I did not buy that one because the quality of the plastic was poor.
Yeah,
It just was not. It was not. I don't know why.
it was a little thin.
Um,
It was kind of thin, kind of
it was,
flimsy.
yeah, yeah, and that's not normally the case. I mean,
Yeah,
with most of the popcorn buckets, almost all the popcorn buckets that
yeah,
Disney has put out, they are high quality plastic. They're good. You feel like they're good quality. Value for the money. But that one, it was too thin. It was way too thin. I don't know if Disney like had a different company that produced that particular popcorn bucket or what, but I was not impressed. So I would hope that this one, which kind of puts me in mind of that one because it's a salvaged, you know, protocol droid head, same thing, and
uh-huh.
it's hard to tell just by looking. So you'd have to kind of check it out. But they are having some. It's good that they're having some pins. There'll probably be some other merch too for May the 4th, and they should have some good Mandalorian and Grogu merch, new stuff because of the movie coming out.
Yeah,
So um, I hope maybe y'all can check some of that out on your cruise.
yeah,
You may be able to get, and if they have any specialty stuff, you'll have to let me know. I'll send
yeah,
you some money. But yeah, it's going to be y'all are going at the right time.
yeah,
You might even get a look at the movie. So
yeah.
while you're aboard,
Oh
but
yeah, I
there's
guarantee they'll be playing it.
uh-huh. Uh-huh. So wow, that's gonna be so cool to be able to watch the movie on a Disney cruise out on the deck of a Disney cruise. So cool. At any rate, so we'll see. All of this I found WDWNT, Walt Disney World News Today reported this as being available at Disneyland, and so we shall see if it makes it, to Disney World. I would think that it would, but
I
I
wonder
will
why they
say,
don't do Star Wars nights at Disney World
right,
like they do at Disneyland. I mean,
right,
you know, just makes sense.
it does. Well, they're missing out on opportunity
Yeah,
there. Walt Disney World, of course, used to have Star Wars weekends,
yeah.
which just brought in a lot of folks, and that was even before Galaxy's Edge. I mean, think about the crowds that they could pull in if they did that now. Now that they have Galaxy's Edge, so we'll see if hopefully this will at least some of it will make its way out to Walt Disney World. I have been disappointed a couple of years when I was there for my birthday, which falls on Life Day,
Hmm.
and they didn't have any. They had like a couple of things. It was they didn't have, but I thought that they were going to have it because I had read ahead of time that they were going to have all this merch. Come to find out, it was all at Disneyland.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Moving along for a little bit, from that, and this is kind of this is just kind of a bit of a side note here. We are huge fans of Ashley Eckstein, who voiced Ahsoka Tano, of course, in the Clone Wars. And William, you and Wyatt were lucky enough to meet her at Epcot.
Yeah.
And she has posted recently on her Instagram page that she and her husband David are putting out books. Hers is called Lucky 22, and his is called Just Enough. In a recent Instagram post, she said, I am a proud wife, and David's story is one of the greatest underdog stories that has yet to be told until now. Just Enough is not just a baseball memoir, it's an everyman tale and one that will inspire every reader. As for Lucky 22, everyone has always told us The Way We Fell in Love is like a Hallmark movie. It was fun to share our story from a different perspective. I guess you could say our books are his and hers. So this is going to be cool. William, now you should have asked for David's autograph too.
Yeah. So funny story about this. I had no idea that this David Eckstein, I did not connect the two and realize that Ashley Eckstein was married to David Eckstein.
Yes.
And so it's really funny. I walked up to, me and, more so me and Wyatt was kind of trailing a little bit. Because obviously, it's not like she's dressed like Ahsoka Tano.
Right.
But
sometimes
anyway,
she does have little telltale.
Yeah.
She'll have like an Ahsoka piece on or something.
Right.
But a lot of fans do. So.
I walked up and I think it was her parents and then her and her husband. Mm-hmm. And it's really funny to, because I said, hey, I was like, yeah, I hate to, sound weird, but are you Ashley Eckstein? And, she smiled and said, yes, yeah. Or I said, you look a lot like Ashley Eckstein. And she said, well, it's because I am. And so anyway, they're, again, they were super duper nice and, asked if we wanted to, said hello, thanks. We love Ahsoka. And it's so funny because, again, I didn't make the connection, I loosely follow, baseball and,
David Eckstein, y'all, is the 2006 World Series MVP.
Yeah, which is really funny because in that moment he was just a guy, which is really funny. And it's even better because they got together and took our picture and they're like, oh, the lighting's not very good. And so, her and her dad turned their flashlights on their phone to give us better lighting to take the picture, which was awesome. Wow. So it's really funny to say that a World Series MVP was my, lighting guy for my picture with his wife who voiced Ahsoka Tano. So anyway, it's really, really funny. But I just, I'm familiar with David Eckstein. I just, for whatever reason, never made the connection that the two were married. So, oh goodness gracious, it was pretty funny. But yeah, I wonder how often people, recognize one, versus the other.
Right.
And
there are probably people who recognize him, but they don't know her. So, it's probably interesting.
So anyway,
he had a walk-off grand slam against the Braves in 05, and then in 06, he had key bunts and base running, and he was just a cult hero for the Cardinals. And as long as he was there.
Yeah,
and was a 2006 World Series MVP. So
pretty funny. but yeah, and so more description here. He started the World Series off cold, but his three doubles in Game 4 proved that he could show up when it mattered most. The Cardinals have always been known for their use of scrappy utility players. David Eckstein was the epitome of what it meant to be a grinder, and his contributions to the St. Louis Cardinals in 3 years became huge for the franchise. He has not ruled out a red jacket down the road, and becoming enshrined into the St. Louis Cardinals Hall of Fame. And so it wouldn't be surprising, wouldn't be surprising if they gave him one, because, it's anytime you step up and somebody makes a huge difference, when the lights are brightest, that's, for hard, diehards, that they live on in infamy.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, the Rangers finally won a World Series, and there are guys that, that created memories for Rangers fans that have, wanted a World Series title for so long, and they're going to be kids. I mean, good grief, there's kids named after guys on that team. And not all those guys are going to end up in Canton one day. And so, but there's always guys that like David Eckstein here. I mean, it's part of contributing to a title. It is hard to win a championship.
It is. Gosh, yeah.
And you got to have everybody chipping in, and it's
everything has to click. And that recipe, I've said over and over, that recipe is hard to mix.
Yeah,
it really is. It's hard to mix, especially for back-to-backs.
Yeah,
so,
and the Stars, case in point, the Dallas Stars have been very good for a long time now. I've been a fan for over 10 years, and a legitimate fan for over 10 years, and they've been good. They've maybe had one or two bad seasons in 11 years now, and they've been close, but they haven't been able to get over the hump. And so right now they just lost 4-2 at home. They had home ice advantage. Now they're down 3-2 in the series again. So we're one loss away from yet another disappointment from this franchise. It is very difficult to win a championship.
Yes.
So I mean, who knows? They could step up and win the next two. I mean, granted, they still, if they lose
this year, they really have.
If they lose the next one in Minnesota, then we're done. But they will at least come back to Dallas. So, but they're on the ropes and they got to answer. So it's time for them to put up or shut up. So, it's very difficult to win a championship. So David Eckstein, it's really funny that I didn't make the connection there. But so at some point, I'm sure mine and our paths will cross again, and I'll have to apologize for not making the connection.
Or not. But that both of them have to be amused.
Yeah. No doubt. I'm sure they talk about it. Yeah. Anytime.
They go, okay, this is your fan and not my fan, and this is my fan and not. It's got to be really funny, for them, because people recognize him and they don't have a clue who she is, and vice versa. So,
especially with her having more of a Parks presence and the whole, her universe thing, it wouldn't surprise me at all if the majority of the time people notice her, especially with her, doing the candlelight processional now.
Oh yeah, Spring Blossom Fairy, not a whole lot. Just in answer to your question there, not a whole lot.
Not at all for me.
Yeah. Let's see. Just don't follow him. Okay, so guys, Mandalorian Grogu is coming the 22nd, and I am so excited about this one. I'm gonna go see this one, and I think the nearest IMAX theater is Shreveport. So I want to see this one in IMAX. It's gonna be one of those big ones. I love the anticipation of seeing a good movie. The prequel the prequel movies for Star Wars, or the sequels rather, were so exciting. to wait for those, even though
Yeah.
the movies weren't all that great.
Yeah.
Just the anticipation and the fans, the fans were excited about us
Yeah.
seeing those movies, and I'm really excited about this one. William, would you rather have had the movie, or would you rather had a season 5?
Well, it'd be season 4.
4.
They lost a lot of people in season 3, I think, because not many people. Well, I mean, the finale to season 2 was just so crazy.
That's true.
But I
That's
think they
true.
lost a lot of people in season 3 because they didn't quite get it. And also, too, it really featured Bo-Katan in a very prominent role.
That's
And
true.
so I think, for people that are less familiar with the Clone Wars, they probably kind of, what are we doing here? Why
Right.
does this matter?
Right.
In the
That's
grand
true.
scheme of things, if you're a big Mando fan, it matters because, he
Mhm.
had to go there to redeem himself. He had to,
Yeah.
go, wash in the water, essentially,
Yeah. Right.
on
Well, it makes
Mandalore.
sense to us because,
Yeah.
because I loved it because it gave us so much more information on Mandalorian culture.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But
But
anyway,
yeah,
I'm fine. They ended season 3, and I was good with, I was good because so many things, so many series just drag on,
mhm.
and I would much rather have quality over quantity.
Yeah,
I don't need 18 seasons of a show,
of average. Yeah,
and just a ton of filler there.
right, right.
Tell the story you want to set out to tell, from beginning to end, and then just
Mhm.
leave it alone.
Right,
You
right,
know,
exactly. Yeah.
so
Know when to stop before you jump
right,
the shark.
right,
Um, and this movie, I feel like too, this movie is, of course, John Favreau is from the movie verse,
yeah,
and has done many movies, and I really am excited to see what they do with a movie because it's very different than a series.
right,
So I'm excited about it. I think at first I was kind of disappointed that we weren't going to get a season 4
yeah,
um, of The Mandalorian. But uh, the more I've thought about it, I thought, well, if it's as you say, if this will finish the story,
yeah.
if this will cap off the story the way they want it to, then hey, go for it.
And who knows? In recent news, I mentioned on my Roosevelt shirt that has a bunch of Mandalorian characters on it. There's been reports recently from Gina Carano that said that she has spoken with Dave Filoni, and they just picked right back up where they were previously. So who knows? We may end up getting Rangers of the New Republic like we were supposed to get
Oh,
before all the drama, before
I
people
would
lost their
love that.
minds. So I think she deserves it for
I do too.
for the circus that they put her through.
I do too.
Um,
Absolutely.
so I it's
Yeah. She was just and
I hope
she
they
did
come through.
she and the thing about it is, William, um, she blew that role out of the water.
Yeah,
I mean, she made that character her own, and I don't know that she could have played Cara Dune any better
yeah,
or more believably.
yeah,
So I would love to see her
yeah,
back in the Star Wars universe. I totally would. And it was said at the time that Dave Filoni and John Favreau were not happy at
yeah,
all. And you can imagine because she was such an integral part of the cast.
yeah. I mean, she was
Um,
one of the main
yeah,
characters. There's no doubt.
the Mandalorian assembled to me. The Mandalorian just in that series assembled an amazingly strong and believable group of women
Hmm.
warriors. And you didn't have to, it wasn't pandering. It wasn't, pat you on the head. Oh, here's a
Yeah.
women saying girl power, girl power. It
Yeah,
wasn't that at
it
all.
wasn't. It wasn't Avengers Endgame where all of a
It's not.
sudden on this gigantic battlefield, every woman Marvel superhero is is
It was
all
not that.
somehow gathered in one spot for their girl boss moment.
No, it wasn't that.
No.
It was woven into the story, and it was just, had Fennec Shan, you had Cara Dune, you had Bo-Katan. All of these actresses were fantastic in their roles.
Yeah.
And this is what you.
Even Sasha Banks' character as well.
Yes.
Along with her, she's Mercedes Moné and AEW now. She was in WWE as Sasha Banks, but even her character, getting in that fight, there in the in the bar, was portrayed as pretty tough.
Yeah. That was a great confrontation.
Yeah.
That was a great confrontation. Anyway, I appreciate them for just great scripts, great casting, great scripts,
It's just been fun,
It has.
A lot of people, and granted, we did entire shows, dedicated to unpacking what happened in each episode of The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, Kenobi, whole 9 yards. But I think people just and actually, there was one person that we talked to that joined our chat that had a bunch of complaints about Kenobi, and I get where they're coming from on some of it, but also too, like, you don't. It's not cool to just be unimpressed with things and not be entertained.
Right.
Some people get some sort of weird sense of superiority by, well, you like this thing, or you think this thing's cool, or everybody likes this thing. Well, guess what? I don't like this thing, so my taste must just be more elevated than yours. You really don't get it. They take some sort of weird superiority stance of
exactly.
I'm a more legitimate fan than you because I don't like this.
Right.
And
it's when the truth is, it's much easier to tear down than to build up. I mean, anybody can poo-poo anything. Anybody can pick something apart. So I agree.
I'm very excited for this. They need to knock it out of the park. This is. And granted, this thing, it's only been, let's see, when did Dave Filoni get promoted?
Oh, not very long ago. A few months.
January 2026. So it's been 3 months ago. So there's no question, Kathleen Kennedy would have still had some input into this movie.
Right.
I would imagine.
Unfortunately.
But anyway, yeah. I mean,
Did I say that out loud?
she's been a part of some pretty iconic films and franchises over the years. But the damage that she and her regime did to the Star Wars brand, and I get it. There's all this stuff that you have to give her credit for the good things, but also some of the things that were bad have been incredibly bad. Like universally disliked, except for a very small minority.
Stinkers.
Big time. So so much so
I did not waste my time.
Right. Yeah, and I even tried to watch Look Like the Acolyte. I gave it a chance, and when you're using binocs to watch a fight that's happening, a matter of feet in front of you, what are we even doing? you're not that far away. You don't need binocs to watch the fight. It's happening right in front of you. Like I
Yeah.
just and I knew that one.
And that's one of the minor complaints.
Oh yeah. Oh goodness gracious. Yeah.
That's the hem of the garment, as it were.
Yeah.
That's the hem of the cape.
Yeah. I did not see the purpose of watching any more of that show. And especially as other people were whose opinions I respect, I said, you know what, I don't need to waste my time with this. I got better things to do with my time.
And it says, those are minutes of your life, hours of your life that you can't get back. So
exactly.
And Pam says she still thinks Grogu is a clone of Yoda.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that he's a clone per se, but we only know of Yoda and Yaddle. Those are the only two of their species that, other than Grogu, that we know anything about. So,
and we don't even know what the name of their species is.
Right. I think that since they don't have a species name, I want to say that George Lucas had the intent of that they're special. That's why there's not a ton of them. So
yeah, that's true. And they're all extremely gifted with the Force. The Force is very, very strong. So and by the way, I am a particular fan of Yaddle. Yeah. And all that she is in. I'm a particular fan of hers.
Yeah. You're right, Pam. They Yoda did spend a little bit of time on Camino. So I mean it's definitely possible. I mean for sure. And you could very well be right. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if we found out a little bit more about Grogu in this movie. So
maybe they'll give us, a name for their species, or introduce maybe a new like a relative maybe of Grogu's, perhaps.
I'm very excited about this movie, and I hope it's great. They need a home run. They really do.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. Here's the question though. Can anything top the finale of season 3?
Well, the season 2. With Luke Skywalker, I don't.
We watched them. I'm getting.
Yeah, they did such a great job of keeping that under wraps that I don't think they can.
Yeah, yeah.
I would love to be wrong, but
I would too.
But they would be very hard pressed to top that that reveal and that build.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, and we're. I'll share the link here in just a minute, guys, of the playlist that we have where we review every episode of The Mandalorian. But the finale of season 2 of The Mandalorian has to be one of the best episodes, the best execution of a surprise ending ever in the history of television.
Yeah.
I mean, really, because I will have to say, we were both so excited. Jeff and I were in Hot Springs when we watched that episode. This is the season finale of season 2, guys. We were in and we were on vacation, so we waited until the following morning. It dropped at like midnight, and we got up, and I woke up. My eyes flew open, and Jeff and I were still in the bed, and I turned on the TV. He said, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" I said, "The finale of The Mandalorian is on." So he goes, "Oh, okay," because he likes it too. So we're.
Well, I told y'all I had to go watch it. I called you on the phone because I was so excited. I said,
now.
I said, watch it. I don't know what you have planned today, but watch this now, because that way nobody spoils it for you.
Exactly.
Because I was so excited. I was so excited.
I was literally, I'm not kidding. I was literally jumping up and down in the bed. I told you, I said, oh my gosh. I mean, I was like, I have never reacted that way to anything on TV before in my life, I don't think.
Yeah.
And Dad, my husband is very laid back, on things like this. But he is a big Star Wars fan, and Dad was even like, oh my gosh, this is, he was like, he was blown away too. So, wow. Just talking about it is fantastic, just to think about what they did with that series and how they, they gave us fans a precious, precious gift.
Yeah.
With that series. Wouldn't it be amazing? That's a lofty goal, but wouldn't it be incredible if they could wrap this up in something in a way that would at least be half as good as that?
Yeah.
Right?
I would love it.
Yeah.
As Pam says, I wish there could be more of Andor. I really like that too, but I know the ending of Rogue One. Yeah, exactly. That's the tough part with with the series like that is how it ends. For those characters that they're involved. So yeah, that is the tough part. And so that's part of what what helped aid the mystique. And what made the surprise so awesome for The Mandalorian in the season 2 finale is that, with these characters, they're involved in the galaxy, but they're not, directly tied, to main characters per se. So that's what just made it so awesome. So I don't know. We'll see what we get. I'm very excited for it. I'm going to try to see this as soon as physically possible.
I will probably be, standing outside the theater with my ticket in hand, ready for.
And you can already buy tickets, through Cinemark and other theaters. You can go ahead and buy tickets already.
Yes. So, but we will definitely have to make the pilgrimage to an IMAX theater and see it in IMAX for sure. And then once it comes to Dangerfield, we could see it 10 or 12 times. And
Yep.
So Pam, absolutely. Now, Pam, have you watched all of The Mandalorian? Have you seen all of the Mandalorian series? I forget where you were, because I know Tina had not seen all of it at one point, and I can't remember where you were, if it was, or was it the Clone Wars? Okay, you have seen, excellent. So you've seen all of it. Tina, I think, was working on the Clone Wars. But anyway, we'll see. I have. I've got my Mandalorian Spirit jersey. I've got the hat. I've got, backpack. I mean, we will have to literally figure out what to wear, because we have so much Star Wars gear. So, I'll have to draw straws, I guess, to figure out what to wear to see this movie, because we've got so much, so many different things. Okay, moving along. We'll be talking about that one a little bit more in the future. This one, I know, opens up a bit of a wound for you, William, but I had to mention it.
Yeah. I'm glad you did, because I hadn't seen this one.
Well, this is great, y'all. Mystic Manor is Hong Kong Disneyland's answer to our Haunted Mansion. But it's different. It's very different in its storyline. It follows Lord Henry Mystic, who is a member of the SEA, the Society of Explorers and Adventurers, which is also a part of Disney lore. If you're not familiar with the SEA, maybe we should probably do an episode of Hitchhiker Chat on the SEA and its different members. Wouldn't that be interesting?
Yeah.
And so Henry Mystic opens this Victorian manor to the public to showcase his artifacts collection. He is a member of the SEA, so he has all of these amazing artifacts that he's collected in his travels, and archaeological digs and what have you. His pet monkey, Albert, opens a magical music box, releasing dust that brings the collection to life. And so that's the storyline for Mystic Manor. Now, the fun part, the really cool part about this is that they are going to have a meet and greet at Hong Kong Disneyland for Lord Mystic and Albert the monkey.
That's pretty cool.
So I just love that. This would be worth the trip to Hong Kong Disneyland with.
Yeah, right.
So Lord Henry and Albert will take turns stepping out of Mystic Manor to meet guests from around the world. So this is going to be really I'm this first round or first time they'll be doing this is going to be May 17th is when they'll start these meet and greets. So it says that this was announced last fall, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, I missed it.
I don't remember seeing it. So I'm really excited for this one. It's Haunted Mansion news in a roundabout way, but this is what Mystic Manor looks like in Hong Kong Disneyland. Is that cool?
It's cool. Yeah.
So cool.
The tough part with, I did spend a day at Hong Kong Disneyland, and the tough part about it is, we didn't have the full day. So, we were not there for the entire day, and we wrote everything we could. And again, this is pre the, prominent explosion of Disney, YouTube content.
Oh yes.
I'm sure at that point there were still some first movers, probably Tim Tracker, and there's probably, a very small number of people that were doing Disney YouTube stuff back then. But,
yes.
We looked at it on the park map and just assumed like, oh, it's Mystic Manor. It must just be just like Haunted Mansion. We have that stateside. And also too, the wait times were higher. And so we're like, we'll just, we'll do without. So big time mistake. Hopefully at some point I can remedy that and go back to Hong Kong Disneyland to ride this ride. But we had a great time. We had a great day. It was a lot of fun. But they've since added on to Hong Kong Disneyland more than what was there back whenever I was there. But that one day that I was there. But yeah, I mean, really, I wouldn't have even gone if somebody else on the trip hadn't asked, because it wasn't on the itinerary. I don't think we really had anything planned because it was at the tail end of our trip. So we had kind of a free morning and a flight later. So anyway, it's a bummer I didn't do this because it's absolutely incredible. If you had never seen a ride through, go punch it into YouTube, Mystic Manor ride through video, because it's awesome.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, it's top notch. Disney Imagineering. This ride's as good as they come.
Yeah, it's unique in Disney parks.
Yeah.
This version of Mystic Manor, and I love the SEA, and so and I'm fascinated with all the lore there, and the different members of the SEA. Albert Falls of Jungle Cruise fame is a member of the SEA. One of Constance Hatchaway's husbands was a member of the SEA. We'll have to go through that, William. That'd be a really good, for the members that we know of, of the SEA and their stories would be a lot of fun, I think, to go through. But anyway, so this is going to be, I think it's going to be so cool. I love this.
It's really neat
idea that they're going to be doing. They're going to go ahead and do meet and greets for Henry Mystic and Albert the monkey. We also got some big news here, guys. This came out just recently. Dates have been announced for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and here they are. They have added dates, I will say, and they're starting earlier this year. As you can see, they start on August the 7th. So they start that first week in August instead of the second week. So there are more dates on the calendar for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party this year. And so that's going to be, here we are looking at Halloween. Halloween, when Disney says it's Halloween, it's Halloween. Now you're not going to be able to book tickets until May the 12th. So guests of Walt Disney World Resort hotels will be able to purchase tickets as early as the 5th. So, if you're a diehard Halloween party fan, you may want to go ahead and book a resort the week of May 5th so you can book early. But so when you go to the ticketing page, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party shows up, but it says tickets not yet available. Will go on sale May the 12th. So that is that's coming up. We're almost there. Let's see. Celebrate. You do, Pam. You absolutely do.
I could go. We could take Wyatt to one of the first ones of the season in August before school starts. That would be really funny.
But yeah, that it would. Because they start so early.
The 7th or the 11th. He doesn't start school to the 13th.
Okay.
I was looking there. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, could hit one of those first ones. Be a quick trip in.
Right.
Worth a quick trip in. But so there are the dates, y'all, and so we'll see what comes.
People, non-Disney people on social media that are would just think we're absolutely insane going to a Halloween party in August. Like, why are they dressed in Halloween costumes?
That's right. In August.
A little early because anybody told them that Halloween's not till October. Oh, man.
This is one of those things that only Disney fans get. Oh gosh, it's so true. And of course, we don't know pricing. Oh my gosh, just brace yourselves, guys.
Goodness. Yeah, there's no telling.
Just brace yourselves for pricing because odds are it's going to go up. And they were already, oh my gosh, y'all, they were already. Yeah. So they're already really expensive. So brace yourselves for that. We will keep an eye on that and let you know more about that as it gets a little closer. I'm sure there'll be, dadgum though, y'all. How much more can these tickets go up?
Well, as long as people keep paying it, I guess they'll keep raising the price. We'll find out.
Paying over $200 a ticket, and that's one thing. If it's just for me, or myself and Jeff going in, but what about you and Jillian and the two boys? What about people who have more children? More than two children? It's like, dang, it really gets nuts. So, anyway, that's something that's coming up, and it's going to be fun. If I can't afford to go this year, I'll watch all of our great YouTube friends, and I can dance to Boo to you in my living room, instead of on Main Street.
Tickets range from $119 to $229.
Okay, it does say that.
Yeah, I looked up a Walt Disney World News Today article.
Oh, okay. Okay, now that I didn't see in the article that I looked at. So you said
it's May 5th for Walt Disney World Resort hotel guests. that's available for purchase, and then May 12th for everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And the price range again was
$119 to $229.
$119 to $229. Okay. Okay. And I bet you that first date will be
It'll be
$229.
$229. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And possibly a second date. So
Yeah.
Anywho, yeah, you can pick. That's one thing about it, guys. If you're planning on going, look at the dates that are cheaper, because you can hit some dates that are a little bit cheaper. You know, the less popular dates, maybe, or or less heavy, coveted dates. Like if you go on Halloween, it's going to be $229.
And probably the 29th also.
Yeah,
that close to Halloween.
It's going to probably be $229 a ticket. So there is no date I've been running across as they've announced the high and low. Okay. So high and low as last year. Okay, Jillian. So Jillian says actually there's no price surge this year. Running the prices that they have increased about 10% from 2024. Yeah. Pam says she'd rather go when the park is less crowded anyway.
Right.
Pam, the parties have gotten to be, part of the appeal of the party and paying the extra money was for lower crowds.
Yeah.
I have long been of the opinion that Disney really oversells the parties now, and it's not fair to everybody who buys a ticket.
Yeah.
I realize that they're trying to make money. It seems like that's all Disney does these days. It's just they're after that almighty dollar. But I will see how it goes this year. It may be exactly the same, but when you pay that kind of price and you have a very limited number of hours, and there's so many.
I was going to say, I mean, the park's not even open as late as it used to be.
Exactly. It just really cuts down on your value when you can't, when you can't. I mean, like I have never stood in line, like Tina and I were going to stand in line for the Seven Dwarfs, because very rarely do you get to see all seven of the dwarfs in a photo op. Well, they had that one year at the Christmas party. And, Tina, bless her heart, Tina was willing to do whatever I wanted to, because she's been a lot and it really didn't matter. Yeah. And we stood in line for half an hour, 40 minutes, and it really started, cutting into our park time. And, I said, Tina, let's go. I said, because we were still so far away. Yeah. I said, I'm not willing to sacrifice, another hour of our party time to get my picture made with all seven of the dwarfs. I'm just not, just weighing that. So we stepped out of line.
Yeah.
So those are the kind of things that you have to weigh at the parties to get, right. To get the most bang for your buck. If you spend goodbye, strawberry. Feel very, enjoy your night, enjoy your evening. That's what you have to weigh, is your time and what you really, really want to do. But at any rate, those are just some of the things that kind of popped out at me as I was getting ready for tonight, and just wanted to talk a little bit about upcoming May the 4th. Looking forward to it.
Yeah,
as we always do.
Yeah, Jillian said that August, that whenever she went in August last year was not as busy. So that's, maybe if, maybe not the first party, but maybe some other party in August.
Right.
Less traffic.
I can understand that. It's hot as a firecracker.
Yeah, and also it's August. Celebrating Halloween, but.
Right.
And Jillian also says, according to the clues they've dropped, people think there will be roaming characters and villains, which would be new this year. Well, that'd be pretty cool.
Okay. That would be
That'd be
great.
cool. You
I
know,
would love
I've wanted to meet Barbosa. You know, I've seen them.
that.
You know, they had a Barbosa. You know, they've had one in a parade, and then also I want to say that was like Epcot randomly. Like they were, you know, I'd imagine it was probably over near the America Pavilion where they have, you know, sometimes the what's it called, the uh character. It's not coming to me, but anyway, Palooza, character Palooza. There we go. You know, I've run into a character Palooza at Hollywood Studios, but never at Epcot. But you know, I saw that them, you know, had Barbosa at the character Palooza there at Epcot. So I would love to, you know, that's a character I'd love to meet. But yeah, I mean, they absolutely, you know, hopefully they do roll in some more characters and open up some more meet and greets opportunities and have roaming characters too. You know, roaming characters are so much fun.
Oh, Pam. Okay. How would you? Ursula would be an incredible meet and greet.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Gosh, I would love to see how they would design, you know, how they would do an Ursula. That would be fantastic, Pam. Yeah. That would be a long line. I'm sure that Jillian says Agatha will be a character there this year.
They've had her at Disneyland for Oogie Boogie Bash, which I still that's on my Disney bucket list is to do Oogie Boogie Bash.
Yeah.
Because I really want to meet Mickey and Donald and Goofy in their Kingdom Hearts outfits, and also see other characters too, because they have so many cool ones there at Oogie Boogie Bash. But for sure, I'd have to get the photo op with that trio in their Kingdom Hearts outfits.
Yeah, that would be it's a diehard fanboy there.
Mm-hmm. I love those games.
From a way back. So yeah, definitely. Lorcana? Oh, yeah. And then I laid out some of my a small cross section of my Star Wars pins. I thought I'd share with you guys if you want to see it a little bit later. We want to go ahead and do Lorcana and then.
Oh sure, yeah, that sounds good. I'll go ahead and jump in if you can. I'm having issues going big screen here. Never mind, I fixed it. Okay. Yeah. I've got this pack here with Powerline and Max and Goofy on the front from Fable. Still hoping to still, you know, on the hunt for an Enchanted. I've never pulled an Enchanted as long as we've been doing this. Oh, first card's a location card, Atlantica, the concert hall. Oh, another location card. All right, Agrabah. I don't think I've pulled many location cards. I think both of those may be new cards for me. All right. Next up is the Enchantress, Beauty and the Beast. And the Unexpected Judge. Then we have Prince Eric. All right. Sticking we pulled Atlantica in the concert hall. There's Prince Eric. And then next up's Winnie the Pooh, but love this card. The Honey Wizard, Winnie the Pooh. Big fan of this one. Next up, Maid Marian. Delightful Dreamer. Really cute. Robin Hood and Maid Marian, at one point they had Robin Hood doing meet and greets out in front of Hollywood Studios closer to when Phantasmic happens. I would love to catch him at some point. Get a meet and greet with Robin Hood. Dig a little deeper.
That would be unusual to get.
Love this song. Princess and the Frog. Next up is Mama Odie. All right, we're sticking with it. It only makes sense to pull those two back to back. These cards, this is a lot of new cards from my collection. I've got my fabled cards in a binder. But here's Mama Odie, Voice of Wisdom. fitting to pull her right after dig a little deeper.
Yeah.
Okay, next up we have Lawrence sticking with Princess and the Frog, back to back to back.
Yeah. I actually watched A Princess and the Frog a couple of days ago.
Jealous manservant. Next up is Mama Odie again, a different Mama Odie card. So this is a rare. It's pretty cool. The Mystical Maven. All right, and then we have that's a Stitch Legendary card. Check that out. That's neat.
Oh, hey. Oh, that's cool.
The Carefree Surfer holding a sandwich is
love it.
person. Yeah, that was really neat. Awesome legendary card. And then last but not least, we pull another Prince Eric rather, dashing and brave.
Nice.
We pulled in. There's the foil and the non-foil next to each other
Oh, cool.
in the same pack. And then last but not least, the puzzle piece card.
Okay.
So, legendary. It's nice to pull legendary. It's been a minute since I pulled one of those. So let's see what Mom gets.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's a good one. I got up. Well, I pulled a last legendary that I pulled was this Donald Duck. I guess, and I pulled that a couple of weeks ago, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's a last legendary that I pulled. I like the legendaries. Okay. I have Arcasia's Island, y'all. I'm finishing up the booster box that I bought. I think I only have a couple more in that booster box, and I'll have to buy another one, hopefully, from Whispers in the Well. Okay.
So for Wilds Unknown, the newest set that's coming out here pretty soon.
I think my card shop has Whispers in the Well. I'm not sure about Wilds Unknown. If my main card shop is going to be getting that again. Yeah.
There's another one I can point you at that could have it when it comes out. I think there's actually a couple in Texarkana.
There are, and I've only been to one because they have
always taken good care of us.
And this one is Common Hair Spaghetti Dinner.
Saturday also is free comic book day for anybody that may be interested. Go check out your local card or comic shops. And
Grandmother Fall. I think I've gotten this one before.
Yeah, you have. That's neat.
And then in the Amethyst Panic.
Nice.
And then Matthias.
Bias from Frozen 2.
Long A, short A. And this is Mulan. Like this, I really like this card. Be a man. Like that Mulan card in the steel. And then Coda. From Brother Bear. It's a fun one. We have the dual ink and the amethyst and the steel. Mufasa. Love this one, y'all.
That one's cool.
That is a cool card. That is a really cool card. And then in the amethyst, still in the uncommon. I pulled some that I'm unfamiliar. There's some franchises that I'm not as familiar with in this set. Amethyst, and then again 2. And that one is an uncommon, I believe. And then
That's a super rare on the Gantu.
oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's silver. Okay. And then I have another super rare with Bolt.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Interesting colors there on that Bolt card.
Uh-huh. A neat dual league.
And then, oh my gosh, I pulled a good one here, William.
What you got?
Oh, I think it's in the foil. It's the
Ooh, is it the that's iconic or not iconic? The epic rarity.
Can you see it?
Hold on a second. Is that an enchanted?
Oh.
That's an enchanted.
Uh-uh.
Oh
Oh my
my god.
gosh.
Good
Is
grief.
it? I thought it was an epic.
Oh, let me
There's
pull it up in the app
no
to verify. But yeah, I mean that symbol at the bottom, it's definitely an enchanted.
uh-uh.
Let me pull it up.
Uh-uh.
Which set is this again?
Pardon?
Which set is this again? I mean, it absolutely looks like an.
Okay, this
Yeah,
is more
that's an
fun, and
enchanted.
there is no there's no frame.
It's Arcasia's Island. Yeah, that's an enchanted.
Uh-uh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Good grief. Wow. I'm telling you, wow.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes. Stop it. Oh my gosh. It is. Oh wow. Mirabelle. It's Mirabelle Madrigal. Oh my gosh, William.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to filter on the set here.
Wow. And I'm just about to the bottom of this booster box. Okay, hang on, guys. Let me sleeve this puppy up.
Here she is. Here, go double screen here. That's it. I mean, here, I've got it up on my phone. That's it.
Wow. Okay, let me go full screen on yours.
Yeah. That's her. That's the card. Oh my goodness, that's insane. Wow. So the first one you pulled out was out of a hanger, right? That Robin Hood.
Yes.
So yeah, that's the card. That's it. Oh my gosh. Oh. So what? You've now pulled two enchanteds before I pulled one.
I have. Okay, and I just happen to have a handy dandy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, let's sleeve this puppy up. Oh my gosh.
It took me a minute because it
didn't even hit me that was an enchanted.
Well, the other thing too is the screen's smaller on the phone that I stream from, so it's difficult to like see comments and a lot of times I'll expand the picture on the slideshow just so I can see it a little bit better.
Right.
I mean, it's also for everybody else too, but sometimes I'll expand the picture while Mom's talking about something so we can see it better. But yeah, I pulled it up on my, I grabbed my other phone that I watch chat on, and I was like, yeah, that's that. It didn't really hit me at first because you're kind of nonchalant about it. But yeah, that's absolutely insane.
I thought it was one of the what's the new
the epic rarity.
I thought it was an epic.
So, no, just another enchanted.
Okay.
Another day at the office for Mom. Pulling awesome card.
I have my my Lucite card protector here. Gotta sleeve that puppy up. First thing. Wow. Oh my gosh. Here we go. That is, I'm so excited. That is crazy. That is crazy. So there we go. Sleeved up in the Lucite protector.
There it is. Man.
Yeah. That's a beautiful card.
Oh, good grief. It's funny. It's funny. I've talked about it because I have a pretty substantial backlog of cards that I could open. Uh, and
Yes,
I
you
have joked
do.
before about just ripping until I've pulled enchanted. Just keep opening packs until I
Right,
eventually get an enchanted. Who knows? But who knows? I mean, that stream I could either plow through every pack that I own,
right.
or it could be, one or two packs in. You just never know.
This is well, it's a beautiful card. It is. It's just a beautiful card.
Wow.
It's the in the foil, obviously, the holographic. And yeah, I just it just didn't hit me, and finally, I kept looking at it and I thought, oh, it's a, okay. What's the new one, William, again?
The epic rarity.
Epic, as in Epic Universe, the
Uh-huh.
epic rarity. And of course, just, I mean, we're just so programmed to not think, we're going to pull an enchanted because we haven't pulled one in so long.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I was looking at it and thought it was an epic. Let's see, let me look at the enchanted. Okay, so the legend that I have doesn't actually show an enchanted symbol. So, yep. Mirabelle Madrigal at 6 lore. And there it is, guys.
That's crazy.
An enchanted.
Safe to say, Mom won that one.
Well, and this again, guys, this was out of there's the back. That's of course the back.
The booster box.
All of them look like. But this was from a booster. This was from a booster box, not a hanger.
Yeah.
So there you go. That kind of blows us out of the water as far as thinking that our booster boxes are not going to have enchanteds, because I've got maybe 2 or 3 packs of cards left out of that booster box. I've opened all the rest of them, and so I'm just about to the bottom. Jonathan will have to. I'll put a picture of it in Ghost Host chat for Jonathan. Yes, I'm sorry. He's hung in there with us.
Yeah,
so
he's all well. The other people too. The Alex Kinnett family.
Oh yeah,
also,
yeah.
They're always big fans of Charlie and Willie and all of them are big fans of the Lorcana card openings.
I'm so excited. Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome. What a card. It's really pretty too.
Yeah, it is. It really is. The colors are just beautiful. The other one that I pulled was Peter Pan, or was Peter Pan. Is that right?
What?
Yeah.
Well, you got Robin Hood, and then you got
Robin Hood as Peter Pan.
Yeah.
I kept saying Peter Pan. Yeah, Robin Hood.
Yeah, Robin Hood.
Yeah, it is kind of late, y'all. I'll next week I'll pull out and show both of them, or maybe put them together and I'll post this on Instagram. But yeah, golly, I am really excited, and it's interesting because the last couple of Tuesdays, I have laid out my. I'm out of penny sleeves. I told you, William, I've got to get some more penny sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
But I've laid out this lucite, the special lucite card protector, thinking, what if I did pull an enchanted?
Oh my goodness!
And so I've just had it within arm's length, and there it is.
Wow!
So, yeah, there it is. So yay!
Yeah, congratulations, Mom. That is crazy. I can't believe you pulled 2 now.
Thanks. Yes, I am excited. Well, you're overdue, hon.
I'm telling you, good grief.
I pulled the 2 I pulled the 2 super rares in front of it.
Oh no, it's pretty insane.
I pulled these 2 super rares.
Yeah, what a pack! My goodness.
I mean, good grief, well, it's an amazing pack. 2 super rares, and then right
Top it off
behind it,
with an enchanted.
that's incredible, y'all. Yeah, that's an amazing pack. But yeah, it's beautiful. I'll show it to you in person. But yeah, that's gosh, wow. That's well, I'm excited. I'm excited
Right.
about that. That's just great. So big night. Big night. It is pretty, isn't it, ma'am? Thank you. Yeah, I am really proud of it. It's really pretty. I'll will it to you, William.
Thanks.
If I don't have to sell them for my nursing home.
Right. Good grief.
But anyway, that's really exciting. It's been a long time. I pulled the Robin Hood a couple years ago.
It had to have been, yeah. That was like the second set.
It has been a while.
Yeah.
We could actually pull up the episode on that.
Uh-huh.
And yeah. Oh, I know, Pam, right? I know. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I am sad that Jonathan missed this. Jonathan, you're on the replay, buddy. You got one. Got a big one there. Got a big one. So, okay. Well, it's I guess, we should end on that note.
Right.
End on that note. Oh my goodness. But yeah, the last time I pulled one, I realized that it was an enchanted. I saw it and I saw it and started freaking out ahead of time. Well, with this one, I didn't realize that it was an enchanted. Because I had recently pulled the epic.
Yeah, Into the Inklands was the Robin Hood card. So that was the third set. And so we've gone from the third set, and we've opened, I think Raina Jafar may be the one we've opened the least of, maybe. But we've gone all the way from that to, the third set, all the way to Mom getting this card here. Let's see. Well, where is it? Trying to track it down. What the set number is on this one? The 7th set. So you went 4 sets before you pulled the next one.
Yeah. So
I mean, technically, also too. I mean, we're not. We're past. And I mean, there's several sets past this one now.
Yes. That's true.
It's pretty crazy that we've gone that long without pulling another enchanted.
Yeah. Well, and I was, it has been so long that that's one reason I just, and this is from a booster box, so I wasn't expecting one out of a booster box. There,
right?
The odds of pulling one out of a booster box have not, historically been real good. I don't think.
Usually people, typically people say, you should almost expect around 1 enchanted per case. And a case is 4 booster boxes. So, I mean, theoretically, maybe a 25% chance of getting one. So, yeah, that's crazy.
So I got the pull the right booster box. So I'll have to go back over to Excalibur and show them what I pulled. Because that's where I bought that booster box. So, anywho, we're excited about that. We're really excited about. I will post the card on our social media, guys, so you can see it. Well, that's exciting. Okay, and let's not forget the two super rares.
What a pack!
Enchanted. That's wow. What a pack. Golly. Yeah. Cena, exactly. Oh my goodness. It is incentive. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I tell you what, let's just get into some channel news then, William. Wildflower Trails of Texas was this past weekend, the 23rd through the 25th, and I streamed the parade live. Went on into the carnival. It was really just a wonderful little festival, y'all. I live streamed the parade, and then I went over and had one of those amazing McKinney corn dogs and showed you the carnival. It was just a lot of fun. We spent time with our grandchildren. William, we had just a fantastic time at Wildflower Trails. I was pooped when I got home.
Yeah. It was definitely a blast with friends, family and friends. The boys had a great time hanging out with their cousins and mom and Steven a little bit too, and then
great.
We hung out with one of my best friends and her husband, and our boys play really great with their girls, and they I wish we could get them together more because they have such a great time and they play together so well.
Yeah, they really do. We just had a great time. It was just lots of too much good food, and the kids had a fantastic time. We bought them the armbands for the carnival, and they just had a blast. I mean, it was just an amazing weekend, and I took some downtime yesterday and recovered. But it was tons of fun. So that live stream is up on the channel. If you guys want to watch that, it's there. It was tons of fun. Now the Jefferson Pilgrimage is this coming April 30th through May the 2nd. The parade is this coming Saturday, and I plan on streaming that event live as well. I don't have a thumbnail up for it, but I do plan on live streaming it. So are y'all going to go to the pilgrimage, William?
I'm not 100% sure. Our weekends have been booked up for the last several weekends, and we're also going to have a whole lot of rain leading up to this. So, we're supposed to.
That's true.
The rain keeps missing us, but it feels really, really kind of gross and humid outside.
Yeah.
We keep waiting for the storms to arrive, but they've have since hadn't made it here yet.
Same here. I thought, well, it was supposed to rain here today. It's supposed to rain all week, actually, and it hasn't. It's kind of been going around us too. So we'll have to see what happens by the time we get to the weekend. But historically we have a monsoon during Wildflower Trails, and it held off just long enough Friday night that we were able to get all the riding in that we wanted to do. And then Saturday it was supposed to start raining, and it never did. So we really kind of lucked out on that, and I was really glad that the kids were able to ride and were able to enjoy the trails.
Yeah.
So, it was great. We'll see what happens. I got the Royal.
Oh, cool. Good deal.
Oh, what is that, Jillian?
It's basically, I think, a meet and greet with a bunch of princesses on the cruise.
Okay.
I want to say it's no cost.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Or complimentary, if you will.
Super. Yeah. Included. So, that's great. That is great.
You meet 4 to 5.
Let's see, you guys are 31 days. So you're right at a month out from your Disney cruise. Looking forward to that. If you can't live stream, I'm sure you'll get some good vlog material while you're on that. So
that's
free
the
experience
plan.
all the princess in one spot. Yeah. Good deal. The next week is going to be Revenge of the 5th, y'all. So we will be talking a little bit about the bad guys, Star Wars bad guys next week. We'll talk a little bit about them next week.
trade places with Jillian. She loves bad guys. She
Right.
loves the
Jillian, you should
villains.
come on and do the bad guy. Yeah. You should. Come on. Jillian's the dark side, folks.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how in the world, that wasn't a deal breaker, but
right.
with the, I don't think she revealed herself as Sith until after the nuptials.
Oh,
Am I
goodness.
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Jillian, you should come on next week since you're the dark side.
She's a big Kylo Ren fan.
Yeah, yeah. They aren't bad, just misunderstood. Well,
Good grief. So
so they
sounds like,
say. Yeah.
yeah,
So they say. And who's the most misunderstood?
yeah.
Who is the most misunderstood? Yeah, it's the. I'll have to say the villain show at Hollywood Studios is fun.
It is. It's a 100%. It's a home run.
It is.
And I tell you what, one of these days I'm going to influence the crowd to help Captain Hook win.
Yeah.
I tried really hard the last time we did the show.
Yeah.
To cheer loud for Captain Hook and try to get a little Hook chant going to no avail. But I did my part. Hey, welcome in, Sean. I did my part to try and help Captain Hook win, but unfortunately, I've only seen Maleficent win in person thus far.
Well, and I saw Cruella win in person.
Okay.
I saw and I think I was live streaming at the time.
I'll have to go watch it then.
Yeah, I think I saw it, but I've never seen Hook win. And guys, Hook is fantastic.
Yes, he's a lot of fun. And also, too, the cannon fire shoots out a smoke ring, which is super cool.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it really is. And they capped it off, the music, guys, good Disney music is critical to parades, you name it.
Yeah.
Cavalcades, don't care what movies, don't care what it is. And the music is fantastic for the villain show.
I'm still holding out hope that they build a show building specifically dedicated for villains. I would love for them to move that show to Villains Land once it opens.
Yeah.
And convert that space to Muppet Vision 3D.
Yes. Yes.
I think would just make the most sense.
Yeah. I think a lot of people have there. I've seen that suggested.
Yeah. I realize the theater. I don't think the theater is as big, but I think they could figure out a way to make it work.
Oh, I think they could too. I definitely think they could. So, I 100% agree there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. So we talked about The Mandalorian, guys. The Mandalorian movie is opening on May the 22nd, and I'm gonna put this. In the chat. This link to our playlist of a review. William and I did a review on every episode of The Mandalorian. So if there's a particular episode that you really enjoyed, the finale of season 2, or just one that you'd really like to go back on and know some more background for, check out our playlist on those. In my opinion, our Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, and The Mandalorian are some of the best. That's some of the best content on our channel. Because we go back and dig, into the history of each character, into, things that led up to certain scenes. We really, really try to, and it was a lot of fun for us too while we were doing that, to learn the, more Star Wars lore and history. So, by all means, check that out. Need to rewatch Mandalorian to refresh before the movie. Yeah, I do too. At least the last few episodes. I agree, Pam. yeah, it's always fun to go back. And it's always fun to go back and watch for sure. And yeah, Jonathan, Jonathan, if you're on the replay, I'm sorry we're here in person. But there it is. There's the money shot. So second enchanted. It's taken us a while, but we finally got that second one in there. And William, your day's coming.
Yeah. It's I've got one of these over here on my desk. Here's where I would put my enchanted if I had one. To quote Timmy Turner's dad from Fairly Odd Parents.
I feel certain that your day is coming. Just hang in there. Never ever give up. I will have
continue to be a statistical anomaly.
All right. This I will have to say, this is the colors in this. It's just a beautiful card.
Oh, it is definitely.
It really is. It is gorgeous. So yeah, I'll let you hold it when I see you again. Oh, it is exciting to pull one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because it's been so long since we got one. So, at any rate,
I'd welcome Kevin theme park adventure.
Okay, Kevin. Hey, Kevin. Theme park adventure. Your days are numbered, Pam, and in a good way. Right?
Thanks. That's a really funny way to put that.
Your number is coming up, William.
I hope. From a Lurkana perspective, I hope.
All right. Kevin, welcome in. As we have really enjoyed having you here. And William, do you want to do roll call?
Yeah, I got it. So thanks, big shout out to our channel members. Thanks for the extra contribution to help support the channel. Also, thanks to our ghost host moderators, keeping the channel family friendly. And thanks everybody for being here, hanging out in the chat with us. Whether you've been here with us for a couple hours now, or if you've been here with us for just a few minutes, we appreciate you. Any amount of time you come and hang out with us, just support our channel. It means a lot to us. It really does. We have a great time talking about all things Disney, Universal, Star Wars, Marvel, etc. We have a great time talking about all of it, and enjoy talking about all of it with each of you. Shout out to our team replay, those that are watching after we're done going live. We appreciate you as well. Thanks to Lisa, Keith, and Joey, and the captains of our team replay. Their channel's called It's Joey's World. Check them out if you haven't already. Check out theliveplace.com. Big shout out to Dean. Dean dropped out, Dean of the Live Place. He manages that site. It's basically a TV guide listing for family-friendly live streams. So Dean dropped in on us maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we appreciate him and are appreciative to be featured on the Live Places of the liveplace.com's website. If you haven't checked it out recently, go check it out. And also check out the Live Place and Dreamers Empire, Dean's YouTube channels. If you're a YouTube creator looking to grow your channel, check out TubeBuddy. It's a great tool tracking things like viewing trends, suggested keywords for titles and tags, and channel data that keeps helpful to growing your channel. Basic version's free. If you have under 1,000 subs, it's discounted. Use our link in the description. We both get a free month. And speaking of free, check out Stickermule. If you're interested in good quality buttons, magnets, stickers, keychains, pins, so on and so forth, check out Stickermule. Buttons also, anything along those lines. Check out Stickermule. Use our link in the description below on this video. We'll both get a $10 credit for a future order. And also, too, we go live every Tuesday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. Be sure to join us live and or watch on the replay. And also shout out to those of you that have us on in ghost mode. You got other stuff going on. You got us on in the background. We appreciate you too.
Yeah,
Remember to like,
absolutely.
subscribe, and ring the bell if you haven't already here on YouTube, so you get notifications when we go live. Check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and X. If you want to reach out to us directly, Jonathan, hello. Yeah.
I pulled it enchanted.
Yeah.
I pulled it enchanted.
Well, mom's 2-0 here, Jonathan. Thanks for dropping in on us. I've still yet to pull one, but Mom has now pulled her second enchanted card.
Yeah, I'm so glad you popped in at the end. We were talking about you.
We were.
And, yeah, and I pulled this thing without a drum roll from you. I don't know how I managed that, but yeah, I pulled it enchanted tonight. So
crazy.
Yeah, so check the replay. It was because I didn't realize it was an enchanted.
Yeah, very, very delayed reaction on it.
Yeah.
And I'm not as familiar with this set, so it took me a minute. You had said it, and I was kind of, again, the screen's kind of small, but I was like, I'm pretty sure that's enchanted.
Yeah.
Very, very delayed reaction on this one in comparison to the first one you pulled.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Because I realized I saw the first one I had gone through. I had kind of shuffled through the cards ahead of time, and I realized, that I pulled. Yeah, there it is.
There
it is. Yeah, and it is a beautiful card.
Jonathan says no way.
Mirabelle Madrigal. There she is. So, and she's all slaved up, already in the lucite sleeve there. I think I only have one more of those. I guess I better buy another one, huh, Will?
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, man. At this rate, yeah, I mean, it's not off the table. There's no doubt about that.
Well, it's like Pam said, your number's up.
Right, yeah. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Aunt Jillian, Aunt Susan, Mandy Adams, Dean the Turkey Legster, BDF, Pam's Fam, Tina McNeil, Dave Stragan, Najuma Brown, Spring Blossom Fairy, Jillian Bone, Kadani Sean, Kevin Theme Park Adventure, and Jonathan Chung. We appreciate you. Thanks, everybody, for being here. It really means a lot to us. We appreciate you. Thank you for your support. Hope everybody's doing well. But, we've had a lot of fun talking about Star Wars tonight. Yeah. Lots of cool stuff going on in the parks. The engineer finally gets to do something cool on the Smuggler's Run ride. Whenever they roll out the new version of that, you're supposed to be able to interact as the engineer with Grogu. So in some way, I don't really know how they're going to make that work, but it's cool that they're making updates to that, and you'll be able to pick different missions. So kind of shaking things up a little bit. And I appreciate Josh Tomorrow himself acknowledged that it's a good experience, but the feedback that they've gotten is Smuggler's Run is a good experience, but not necessarily a great one. And so it's good that they've acknowledged that, and that they're looking to improve the experience for guests.
Yeah. Well, I think I personally think it's a great experience.
Yeah. I really enjoy it. I mean, it's hard to. It is kind of difficult because how do you compare any of the other roles to the right side pilot?
That's true. Well, indeed.
Yeah. Indeed. They're getting to put the Falcon into hyperspeed.
Yeah, that's true. The thing about I think the thing that makes that ride so special to diehard fans, hashtag Star Wars fans since 1977, is just the fact that it's the Falcon.
Yeah,
I mean, Jeff and I still remember, when Jeff and I came around the corner there at Disneyland. And there she sat.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like both of us were like, "Oh my gosh, it's the Millennium Falcon," straight out of the movie. So,
right.
That you as you ride any ride over time, and you kind of get used to it, it kind of loses a little bit of its luster. But it really hasn't as much for me, I guess. And And I do love to be that right side pilot because you do get to put the Falcon into hyperdrive. I mean, that is never going to get old for me. That is that's just never going to get old for me to be able to do that. But,
Right.
you know, and I still think that Rise of the Resistance is one of the best attractions ever created. I absolutely love Rise of Resistance. So.
It's incredible.
Yeah, but I'm glad. But yeah, I am really glad that that they are changing up a little. We've never had. You have to have 6 people to put it into Chewy mode.
Yeah.
And we've never been able to do that. Mikey knows how to do it, and I know that Russ knows how to do it. But you got to have 6 people in order to put it into Chewy mode. So
I have heard that if you ask a cast member, that they'll kind of guide you on it and kind of help you out. But you're all supposed to push some sort of button,
right,
in order to make it happen.
Yeah, so that would be really neat. And I've never seen anybody do it on in a live stream either. So that would be a lot of fun. And by the way, Jonathan, I did, before I pulled the enchanted, I did pull 2 super rares, which
I did, Jonathan. It wasn't a complete bust for me tonight. I did pull a legendary card. It was a Stitch, a Carefree Surfer card.
Yeah.
From the Fabled set.
Yeah. So it's been a pretty good night for us. This is a Bolt and a Gantu in the super rare here, but those didn't get a whole lot of attention because right on the heels of that, I pulled the enchanted. So so it's been a wow. It's been a wow night for Lorcana for sure. And so anyway, so we're in pretty high cotton tonight. Be watching next week, guys. We're gonna talk. Hopefully, I'm thinking we might just pull Jillian in. Since she's the dark side, and it's gonna be Revenge of the 5th. So I think it's only right that Jillian put in an appearance, and with the Darth Vader ears and the whole 9 yards, and rep.
Welcome in, Lucy Grace 56. Thank you for being here.
Hey, Lucy. Hey, Lucy Grace. It's a pleasure to see you. But yeah, she needs to come on in and rep the dark side. So, anything else, guys? That thanks so much for being here. It's been a ton of fun. Just talking and pulling enchanteds and super rares and legendaries. That's always a good night. But join us, like I said, next week and check out the parade, little hometown festival, the Wildflower Trails parade from this past weekend. And I think that's about it.
All right.
What?
Yeah, thanks everybody for being here. Hope you all have a great week. Hope you're all doing well. It's hard to believe we're already at the end of April. My goodness.
Yes, golly.
Time just flies. I've been, thinking about it. Why it's only got a few weeks of school left, which just blows my mind.
Yeah,
that's another year of school in the books.
It's crazy, and it goes that way. At the beginning of January, when we celebrated the new year, I thought to myself, when you you think of the whole year as, wow, it's a whole year. But then you start kind of breaking it down into weeks, months, and then, each week in a month, and you realize it's not very long.
Yeah.
It's really not. So, just making the most of every day with your family and your friends. And, here's to more Disney days for all of us. And, we appreciate you tuning in, similar interests. Disney is an outlet for all of us. It's our happy place. We appreciate so much the world that Walt has created for us, and all of the wonderful things that help us to take a break and to kind of, ease over into some magic, even if it's just for a little while, and enjoy, all these characters and these fantastic places and stories, incredible stories that Walt has told for us. So we appreciate y'all sharing that with us.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, right. Lucy Grace. Yeah, it's crazy. Time just flies. But congratulations to your little niece on her upcoming graduation.
That's
Very special.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Okay, William, I guess that's it for this week.
Yep.
Y'all have a fantastic week. Enjoy your family and friends, and look forward to May the 4th.
Yep.
Watch some Star Wars. Go watch some Star Wars. Go watch our playlist by all means on the Mandalorian, all the Mandalorian episodes, or Boba Fett, or Ahsoka, or
Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Watch any of those.
Clone Wars, Bad Batch. Yeah, take your
They're
pick.
all there.
Yeah.
They're all there. So enjoy it. Have a great out of this world week. And we'll see you on Revenge of the 5th, and cross our fingers that we can get our resident Sith to come in next week and rep for the dark side.
Alrighty. Hope you all have a great week. Thanks for being here. Remember, at the Hitchhiking Bones YouTube channel, there's always room for one more. So please
hurry back.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
May the force be with you always.
Till the spire.